Psychic medium Toni Green here with what I like to call 60 minutes of entertainment just for you. Okay, first and foremost, I have to say this at the beginning of every single show. Unfortunately, please do not get scammed. I will never reach out to you, but guess who will? Scammers. Yeah, they do that. But we're not in that place. We're not responding to people who just willy-nilly reach out for no reason whatsoever. Right? Right. Okay, you guys, let's go with the show. I am on Podbean. If you want to call in, have a conversation, ask your question, you can go over to Podbean and there is a button there where you can call in. Second, also, you can put your questions in the chat on YouTube. Please remember, I go live 2 times a week at least. On YouTube, I mean, on YouTube, on YouTube and Podbean, yes. I go live every Monday at noon Central and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. The show does air on WSCS and all of its affiliate channels and streaming and all the things, and on Rude Rangers TV and all of its affiliate channels and streaming places and radio stations. Okay, I think did I say it all, folks? Is there anything I'm forgetting? What am I forgetting? Okay, you can ask a question. Please make the question direct about life, love, career, finances, any area of your life, and you can connect with loved ones on the other side. If you'd like to connect with a loved one on the other side, I just need their first name and their relationship to you. If you have a direct question for them, include that in the information. Otherwise, I'm just going to get any old message from them. Okay? Okay. 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 Okay, we're going to get started quite quickly. Okay, so I have songs and I have names written down. You guys, I tried to do it. I did a TikTok this morning. I did the thing. I did. Normally, when the song I was doing songs from heaven, and normally when I do the songs from heaven, okay, all good. But the second song took me out. I'm just saying, I could not compose myself. So, yeah, that's out there now. We're going to start with the songs I've been getting after I did the TikTok. After the TikTok. The first song is, and yes, for those of you who are new, yes, I know I don't know how to sing. It's okay. We all deal with it. Okay. Take a deep breath. Okay. I've been waiting for a girl like you to come into my life. I tried to make it a little comical because I know my vocals are not there. That's the first song. The second song is when the moon hits your eye like a bigger pizza pie. That's amore. That's amore. When you dream in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, signore. Yes, that's the second song. The next song is Oh Mambo, Mambo Italiana, oh Mambo, Mambo Italiana, and then Dean Martin. And the names I'm gonna just double check to see if there's any other songs coming in right now. Oh my good golly. Cat scratch fever. Da-na-na-na. I don't even know. That's another one. Cold taking me out. Just cold taking me out. Cat scratch fever. I don't know any other words to that song. That's it. That's it. Cat scratch fever. And then that The next song is, ooh, is there no, we're not doing any more songs. We're going straight into names. So these were the names that were coming to me while I was sitting, getting ready for the show. Bobby, Julie, Mackenzie, Susie or Susan or both, Chris with a K, Joy, Lana, and then I think this is a pet's name because I said, "Hey, any cats or dogs?" And then I heard Ruff, Ruff. So if somebody had a dog named Ruff or a cat named Ruff, that's for you. Now I'm going to get any other confirmations. This can be people, places, things, names. Um, Somebody up there just said addresses, and I said, mm-mm, we're not giving anybody else your address. Mm-mm, privacy, folks. Mm-mm, these streets aren't safe out here. We're not putting personal addresses out there. Um, okay. Okay, so any other confirmations, folks? Toledo, Ohio is the first thing I'm hearing. If they want to give me an exact address, I'm not doing it. Nope. The next one is the next confirmation is Talina. Like I'm not spelling it correctly, but like Talina. I'm just spelling it how I pronounce it. That's probably not how it is spelled. The next one is any other names, places? I'm hearing the Eiffel Tower, Canada, and I'm hearing that song, Oh Canada. The next one is Liberty, Destiny, and then the last one, we're gonna do one more, Marie. Marie. At least I could pronounce most of the names today. Okay, at least I could pronounce most of the names today. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get to your questions. I'm gonna get to callers on Podbean. Again, if you would like to call in on Podbean, go to Podbean. Look up, if you can't find me, go to live shows. I should show up in the live section right now. Hey, Patrick LP, KS, if you are on the show, please remember um, all the information you need about me is in the description, how to book a private session. If you want to get any of my books, if you would like anything, it's all in the private section, in the description. It's all in the description. Okay. KS, Fawn, Karen, hey, how are you? Rebecca, Paul. Hello, Toni. Is your book on Amazon? Yes, all my books are on Amazon. I strongly recommend, please go to my author page. I don't know how somebody did this, but somebody else is selling my books on Amazon. Love it, except for none of that comes to me, and I don't know who that person is. So go to my author page. Best way to do it. Um, Rebecca, hey. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to start with a clearing for healthy self. For a healthy self, we're going to clear, heal, release anything stopping, blocking, interfering with us having a healthy self. Here we go. We're going to pull all of that out. And while that's percolating, clearing, healing, if you feel it, let me know. If you don't, it's okay. It doesn't mean it's not working. Okay, KS says, "Mom's gold ring lost. Advice, please. Name, birth, not Chris, 828 lady." Okay, I, uh, and then I asked, "What's mom's name?" And yes, you guys, the phone number for Blog Talk is no longer existent. Blog Talk's out of the picture, so please know that. Um, uh, You're also missing a phone. I'm only going to work on ring was 3 Wednesdays ago, kept awake 3 years, but ring had on crucifix lost later. Okay, so there's a lot on here, Chris, and I'm not going to do a scavenger hunt for everything that you've lost or that is missing. We can do a private session for everything, but you originally asked about the ring, so I'm going to answer the question about the ring if I can. So I asked her what's her mom's name, Elaine Lois, first and middle. Was a twin. Okay. So what I'm getting about the ring, the first thing I heard was drawer. Now, whenever they say drawer, like if you had it in a drawer, I always say take things out piece by piece, clean them up, like shake them out of the drawer, take them out piece by piece. And then also, sometimes when things are in a drawer, they can end up like if they're in a dresser drawer, they can end up under the dresser, behind the dresser. I don't know how, but they do. I've had things reappear in the craziest spot. And if it was in a drawer, like in a box in a drawer or in a drawer of a jewelry box, those are the places you want to start checking. Um, is KS going to find this ring? You're going to find most of the things that have been misplaced in random, in very, very, very random spots. KS, I want you to know that they might not be where you remember leaving them, but you are going to find them, and you're going to find them one at a time. And I feel like you're going to find them when you're not looking for them, like when you're cleaning and moving things. That's when some of it is going to come out. KS, okay? I'm going to go to Lily. Lily on Podbean called in. Hey, Lily, what's up?
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely.
I did put the correct link for the Podbean in your comment section on YouTube.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Excellent.
You're welcome. Okay, so here's my question. So a couple of weeks ago, you told me to watch out for this person that was nefarious and a scoundrel. You said that there was a con coming in, and I'm trying to find out, like, if I met this person today, or is this person still coming in?
I feel like this person so what I'm getting at first, you're gonna know, like, just when you hear something like this, of course, be any new person that comes into your life, always, be aware of what kind of character, ethics, and personality that they do have. Second, I feel like this person is coming in, like possibly this week. Is it the person from today? Possibly not the person today, but somebody you might be running into tomorrow. And let me say this also. Sometimes this can be something where you're just grocery shopping and somebody is obnoxious or rude or tries to pull a fast one on you. It can be any situation. So don't think of it as somebody who's coming in as a lifelong partner. Although, Lily, for you, I'm going to say whomever this person is, your spidey senses should go off right away, because this person's going to try to form a friendship. I do feel like this person, yeah, they're just good. They're going to try to form a friendship, and they're going to try to kind of manipulate you. They might start out with a sob story of some sort. So just be aware of that, okay, love? But you're
Okay.
going to know right away. You're going to know right away.
I'm in the process of hiring an attorney.
Oh, goodness.
So like the people I was talking to today, I'm like, oh my God, I wonder if this is who Toni was talking about. But so it's not a professional thing. This is a friendship.
It's a personal thing. It's almost like Lily, it's almost like you know how when we are so here's the thing I say. There are a lot of predators out there. They're male, they're female, they're everything. So one of the things that predators will do, they'll ask you a question to see how you respond. It can be something as simple as, "Hey, do you know what time it is?" And I don't know who would need to ask that. We all have phones with, you know, our time on it. But they start with a very simple, basic question. If you're eager to answer or be helpful with their simple, basic question, they'll put in a second question that's a bait question. Like, oh, can you show me, or my phone died, can I? It'll be like an ask for a second ask from you, which will be a huge tell if you're like a people pleaser, if you're somebody who's willing to help them, if you're somebody who they can manipulate into taking the next step. So what I'm getting is this might be something when you're out and about, and it might be somebody trying to scam you, or just whatever. Just I always say, don't make, when you're in the store, unless you're looking for a partner, don't make eye contact. If you don't have
Awesome advice.
I'm sorry, in today's world sometimes you just cannot make eye contact with people. And it's not a rude thing. It's at this point in our life, it might just be self-preservation. um, but yes, and this person, even if it's a woman, this person is maybe working with somebody else. So just be aware of your surroundings. Okay, sweetie? And like for you and everybody else listening, don't fall for the, can you help me put something in my car? No, sir, no, ma'am. No, I can't. Nope, nope, nope. Absolutely not. That's what the store employees are for. No. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. Do not, do not, do not do that. Do not. Okay. So Lily, that's what I have for you.
Thank
And
you.
don't stress about it. You're gonna know right away about this person. Like the hairs on the back of your neck will stand up or something like that. Okay, lovey dove?
Okay, thank you.
You're so welcome, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you for calling in. Okay, you guys, you can call in just like Lily did. She did put the link in the chat on YouTube. Paul wants to know, hello, Toni. Hello, Paul. Will I ever see my first love? I feel like the person is nearby. Can't say what it is. They may be watching. Thank you, from the USA. Paul, are you talking about like a love you? Paul, are you still with us? Go in the chat and let me know you're still here, because I have questions, as does everybody else, I'm sure. Are you talking about a love that you once had, or a new person coming in? Is this a love you once had, like the first person you fell in love with? Yes, you once had. Can you just put their first name in? Just their very first name in, nothing else, just a first name. And I will pick up on their energy as much as I can, along with yours, and we will go from there. I feel like you and or your first love have been married. There are some children involved for at least one of you. There is at least the first letter of a first name, Paul. If you're not comfortable putting the whole first name, just a letter so I have something to attach. Just something to attach to. T. Oh, okay. Uh what I'm getting, does she here's what I'm getting. There I feel like this person is, I'm going to use the term, caught up in something else, whatever it is. And I'm going to say this with my whole heart and soul. This person is not the person you remember anymore. Whoever they were when you were with them is completely different than who they are now. Some of the things that you adored or loved about this person might not be the same any longer. Just like you've evolved, you've grown. I feel like this person, although is a good, I want to say is, I'm not bashing this person is a good person. It would never be the same relationship. And let me be clear, our relationships today should not be the same as they were a year ago, even if we've been with that person for a year. So not being with that person, we should be growing, evolving. But I feel like I just keep getting, one of you is very, very jaded. Like a butcher knife. Like one of those very serrated butcher knives. Like you say something, and it's like whoosh, off with their heads. I'm sorry. I think since the two of you have last been in touch, some things have happened. Things have gone a little wonky. And I really, really, really recommend you find something new. There is the potential, Paul, for somebody brand spanking new, pew, pew, to come into your life next month. I see the 18th being a really good day, a really big, I don't know if that's the day you're going to meet the person, but the 18th is going to be pretty good for you. There's the potential for you to meet somebody next month. Here's what I'm going to do for you and everybody listening, re-listening, watching, rewatching. We're going to cut cords. Who wants to cut cords? Yay! Let's. It's. I have to. There's nobody here with me to like cheer me on. I have to cheer myself on. Let's cut cords to anyone, anything from the past that no longer belongs. I'm not taking anything that belongs, anything you no longer want, need. And Heather, you're going to love, la, 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 love this, Heather. I think all of us are. Let's cut, release, remove any cords, ties, binds, cut them, release them, pull them. There's also, this is on TikTok, this one, but you can come back and listen to this at this point of the show every day, all day, if you want to, if we don't get all of them. We're also going to, any contracts that are expired, we're now deleting them, and no re-up, no renewal. Any contracts that are done, because sometimes we go over contracts, right? Yeah. So let's cancel, delete, remove any contracts that no longer belong. And then the next thing we're going to do is all cords. Wherever those cords connected, I'm going to ask your angels, whomever you believe in, to come in, healers, and heal that area, and to retract for both parties or all parties and heal it so that it just doesn't reconnect. We need sometimes to move on, and be in a space where we can go into the future and not cling on to the past or think about the past. So you guys come back and listen to this whenever you need. Cut those cords, get everything from the past done, and move into the future with so much brilliance and love and light and excitement. Okay. Remember, if it didn't work out once, unless people really did the work, it's not going to work out the second time. Chances are. Okay, please remember to put an exact question about life, love, career, finances, so that I can answer that for you. And if you want to connect with a loved one on the other side, please make sure you put their name, their relationship to you, and any question you have for them. Okay, let's go to Darlene on Podbean. Darlene, hey, hi, what's your question today? I think Darlene's on Podbean. Maybe not. It looks like she is. Nope. Okay, next. La 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 la. What song is that? No, Darlene, love, I can't hear you. Okay, let's try this. Let's try. Hold on, everybody. Hey, Darlene. Can you hear me now? Nope. It says you're live, but you're not.
I'm here.
Oh, there you go. Now we can hear you. How can I help you, love?
Oh, hey, honey. It's been a while since I talked to you. I got moved and everything, and I just felt like a bunch of bad energy lifted off of me, and I was so happy. But I'm still worried about my finances, and I thought about doing the Ticket Back to Work program. But I know with my RA, 1 minute I'm okay, and the next minute, like today, I can't hardly walk or bend my fingers. So, I do worry about my finances, and I just kind of wondering where you might see my finances at.
Okay, so Darlene, really sorry about that. There is a lot I could say about the RA, but we're not going to go there. Your finances are going to be okay. They're not going to be phenomenal this month or next month, but the following month, which is we're in April, May, that would put us into June. I feel like there's going to be a boost in your finances. If I were you, and what I'm hearing is to have them like re-up or recheck what you are eligible for, Darlene. And I want you to know that even if you live on a boat, you can receive some eligibility, some things to help you with housing and food, even if you live on a boat. Because it's a house, it's a boat, and they do have a lot of grants for people who live on houseboats. So I would encourage you to look that up also. The next thing is, and they're federal grants. Some of them are from like HUD, some of them are from other places. And there are not only federal grants, but there are state specific grants. So like for the Florida, for Tennessee, for Alabama, all different states to help people. The next thing I would say, once you find the grant, do not take your time filling it out, but do not procrastinate sending it in. Just send it in. And then I do feel like there is going to be something you can do for someone that is very limited and cash oriented. Okay, love?
Okay, thank you so much, honey.
You are so welcome. And please don't forget to look up those grants to see what there is available for you. Okay, sweet pea?
Okay, I sure will, honey.
Thank you, lovey dove.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Okay, going to go to the next question. Okay, I've read some of these, so I have to go through. If I miss your question, I apologize. Please re-put it in. Okay, here's a really good one. Erin wants to know, what is making me sleep a lot, Erin? Well, we just had a lot of things moving in the sky, meaning the moon and yada yada. It is what I'm hearing for you specifically, Erin, it's a closing out of something. It's almost like I hear the word metamorphosis, but something's closing out, healing, and then as you get your energy back, oh, voila, you're going to be wide awake, ready to go. It's almost like when bears go into hibernation and then in the spring they come out and they're a little groggy and then phew, they take off. Erin, this is just a little body catch up, body, mind, spirit catch up. And you guys, I know we can't always give our body what it needs when it needs it, but when we can give it to it, give it. So if you're sleepy, sleep. That's your body telling you maybe something needs to heal, maybe something needs to be, just have a break, even if it's just your mind. So please make sure you're taking the time to do those things when your body is asking you to, if you can, or when you can. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Heather. I did have an amazing weekend. It was quite a bit of fun. Quite a bit of fun. Hey, LP, whoop whoop. LP, please give me a specific question about life, love, career, finances. Happy to do that for you. Hey, Patrick, how are you? Heather, cat scratch fever. Yes, that was from the beginning for those of you who have joined in since. Sunshine. Hey, Sunshine, welcome to the show. Sunshine wants to know, hey, Toni, I wanted to ask about moving, wondering if I can get out of my lease this month, or will I wait till the end of the year to move out of state? Okay, I feel like you're not going to get out of your lease at the end of this month, love. Sunshine, are you still here? Give me something at the bottom, love. Let me know you're still here. Okay. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, Mysterio. Sunshine, thank you. When is your lease up and what state do you live in? And where do you want to go? I can tell you, like, you're not getting out of your lease, or you're not going to try to get out of your lease at the end of this month. You're going to end up there a little bit longer. Okay, yes, I'm here. December, the lease is up in December. What state do you live in, love? What state? La 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 la. To North Carolina and Georgia. Okay. Landlords right now will let people sometimes out of their lease because they can probably get, depending on the state, the location, the area, they can get more with a new tenant. However, I feel like you are not going to get out of your lease at the end of this month. Are you going to move to North Carolina at the end of the year? No. I do feel like September might be the month you end up relocating, but work with the landlord or the whoever you have the lease with, and give them time to fill it and make sure you have a place to go. Don't just, like, with 2 weeks jump. If you're going to be with family, that's great. If it's a financial thing, okay. I don't feel like if you go now, your landlord's not going to be like, yeah, you're giving me 2 weeks. Okay. I don't feel like that's going to be the case. I feel like you're going to have to give, like, at least 90 days or 60 days, something like that. So we're in April, so that would be May, June, and July. But I feel like for some reason it's going to end up being, is it going to be September, August? Sweetie, I feel like for some reason it's going to be September. I don't know why I just keep hearing September. Please let me know how that works for you and if that feels right. Are you trying to relocate to a family's house? And are you trying to do it for financial reasons? Are you trying to jump from Georgia to North Carolina for financial reasons and to um, into family? Are you trying to do that? Please let me know, love, because I feel like if that's the case, it might be you might end up being on the hook a little bit. No, I just think I will have more fun there, and I have family there. Okay, so there is family there, and you want to have fun. Okay, so given the reason, number one, don't sublease. Don't. I just hear don't. It'll just be a huge problem. Anything they do, you'll be responsible for. Number two, work with your landlord. I feel like September is going to be the best month for you to relocate, and it's going to be the best situation for your relocation. Please remember, wherever you're going, renting is tight right now. And you want to make sure you kind of get the right place when you go. So please make sure you're paying attention to those things. Okay, Sunshine, thank you so much for the question. I appreciate it. Okay. Hey, Caroline. Mysterio. When I ask myself a question to my inner self, did I miss a question from you, Mysterio? Trying to find out what the body movements mean. Does shoulder vibration mean yes, and nothing vibrating means no? Okay. Mysterio, when you're doing testing, muscle testing, I feel like I missed part of your question, Mysterio, but I get what you're saying, so it's okay. When you're doing body testing to ask questions, to get answers, tell your body how you want it to respond. So, for example, when I'm doing hypnosis with people, sometimes I'll use the finger, like the pointer finger is yes, the middle finger is no. So their hand will be like this. If the pointer finger goes up, it's a yes. If this goes up, it's a no. The other way, if your body goes forward, it's a yes. If your body goes back, it's a no. If you're standing or sitting, always make sure that you are giving or knowing exactly the yes and no for things with you personally, what's going to register best for you. So have it in your mind say, show me a yes. And if your body goes forward, you know that's yes and that's correct. If it's show me a no, you should go backwards. And then from there, you can ask questions and get your answers. Now, when you're asking, and this is for everyone, when you're asking questions about things for yourself personally, be very careful of the answer, because you can get a fear-based answer, you can get an egoic answer. So you might want something so much you just get that answer that you want, or you might be afraid of the outcome of something, so you might get that fear-filled answer. Make sure you're really allowing spirit to help you answer those questions. Okay, Mysterio, I hope that's helpful. Hey, Jay Francis, I hear someone chewing. Like on the show or behind you, or behind you, Jay Francis. Is it my chair? Because it's a very loud, creaky chair. I can say that. Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much. Hey, Melissa, how are you? Okay, next question, Caroline. Remember, everybody, you can go over to Podbean. You can call in. We can have a conversation. or you can just ask a question here. My plant just moved. Crazy. This one. I don't know if I can get it even in the frame. There it is. That one, it just like, boop. It just booped. Okay, Caroline wants to know, hi, Toni. I keep getting a message that I should do mediumship. What message do you get from spirit regarding this? I just hear the song. If you want it, come and get it. So if you want to do it, do it. Make sure, though, Caroline, it's I make this joke all the time to people who say, I wish I could do what you do. You have to have the mentality for it. I love it. I 1,000,000% love it. Wouldn't do anything else. Wouldn't want to do anything else. You have to really have the mentality, because people have crazy expectations of you sometimes. No matter what you give them, it's not going to be enough. And you sometimes people and yourself, you have to be very emotionally prepared and strong for it. It's one thing when you're doing it for yourself and you're doing it the way you want, for on your terms, but once you start taking on clients, which can be amazing and you could love it and it's great, clients can have, again, it's very emotional for them. They have expectations. I cannot tell you the number of times people have like called or walked into my office and said, we had a code word. What's our code word? Like their loved one passed and they said, okay, when you die, if I go to a psychic, this is the word you're going to use. Doesn't we don't not everybody gets that information, and not always in that way. The information I may get may be very different than what the person's expecting. And then it makes me very nervous when people do that also. So part of me shuts down, or they'll say, what was their favorite color? And then you're just like, and their expectation of the information, just make sure you can handle that. Make sure I'm just hearing for you personally, make sure you can mentally and emotionally work with that and the energies. Okay. I love what I do. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. I love being able to connect with people. Just remember, it is a very sensitive, emotional thing. It's a good thing. If you can handle that, go for it, because I think more people need the answers they might be looking for. Okay. Samaho or Samajo, Polly. I'm just going to call you Polly because I can pronounce Polly. Was my pup ill, or was it something he ate? He passed unexpectedly. Was it something he ate? No. He was ill. What I'm hearing is a heart murmur, heart murmur, heart murmur. Like they would have never caught it. I feel like whatever happened with your pup, it had something to do with the heart and the ventricles. And I hope that makes sense to you. I'm going to just ask you, did your puppy seem like it got breathed doing things? Polly, did it seem like it would get really breathed, or like pant or something after exerting energy? Because what I'm hearing is hurt. And even if it wasn't a murmur, okay, ooh, I completely forgot about Podbean. Oh my God. Sorry, Podbean. Even if it wasn't a murmur, it was something with the heart and the ventricles, like a block or a something. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you losing your your pup, love. I'm so sorry. Okay, going to the next question. Ricky, Ricky. Hello. Anything you see for me? Ricky, can you give me a more exact question? Yes. Anything about future finances, love, health? Can you pick one? It's okay. Let me see. I'm just going to pick one. The first thing you put down is finances, Ricky. So I'm going to work with your finances. Are you still here, Ricky? If you're still here, let's Ricky, if you're still here, just give me a yes, and I'm going to talk about finances. Ricky, in the month of April, near the end, your finances are going to expand. You're going to find there's a little bit more coming in for you. Okay, good. You're still here. Ricky, do you own your own business, or do you do something where you might get a bonus? Do you own your own thing? Do you have a side hustle? Are you in control of the amount you come in, or do you get the same amount all the time? Because I feel like near the end of April, there's going to be a little bit more. Oh, you're retired. Okay, near the end of April, for some reason, there's going to be a little bit more coming in. You're going to get a little boost in your in money. Now, I'm not going to say this is income, but a little extra money is going to come in near the end of April into May. I feel like for some reason this is one lump sum. I feel like it's going to come to you and you're going to be like good with it. And is somebody up there, somebody is saying, don't spend it all in one place. So just whatever that means for you. But if it doesn't come in right at the end of April, it should come in sometime during the month of May. And they're using the word prolong for it. So I hope that's helpful. Now, if this isn't a lump sum that comes in for something, I don't know if you sell something or do some sell something or help somebody out or do some side work. I don't know what it is, but there's something. Okay, Ricky, and I hope that that's helpful. Now, if you decide not to sell something, if you decide that you're going to whatever, it might change the time frame. But I do feel like there is something coming in April, May for you, Ricky. Thank you so much for the question. Okay, next, Fawn. Thank you for the cord cutting and healing. Absolutely my pleasure, Fawn. I love doing that for you. Mysterio, anything upcoming in my life in terms of work or love or friendship? Mysterio, I already did do one thing for you, but I'm going to do this really quickly for you. Mysterio, get out. Like not get out, but get out, outside. Like as the young ones say, I'm going to be outside. I'm outside. It's in like a lot of songs. Go out, be about in the areas and doing the things you love to do. I feel like you are going to meet somebody in the summer. You have the potential to meet somebody in the summer, given the fact that you are out and about. It's not difficult for people to be attracted toward you, Mysterio. It's more about you being out and being out there. I feel like Mysterio, I'm going to do a clearing, believing people want us for us or believing people love us. Let's clear both of those. Oh, I'm going to cry. I don't want to cry. Let's clear both of those. You may or may not feel this. If you don't feel it, it's okay. Um, believing, knowing and believing we are worthy. Let's heal, clear, release that, because that's coming in now. Knowing and believing we are truly wanted. Let's heal, clear, release that. Let's heal, clear, release all of this. And Mysterio, I think I did a TikTok this morning for love, bringing love in. So you might want to listen to that too. It's already up. It might be up. It will be up on YouTube in the shorts in a little bit. Let's heal, clear, release this, all that caused it, all that kept it, all the reasons for it. Any beliefs, controls, a lot of controls. Let's heal, clear, release this. Thank you, Rebecca. Yeah, I love this one. I love this one. Hey, Fax Porcupine, thank you for joining us. I love this clearing. I'm going to come back and listen to this one because it hits, it resonates. Hey, Sylvia, how are you? I have a little bit of time left. I might get through everybody today. I hope so. I hope I get all the. If you have a question, you can put it in the chat in Podbean, call in on Podbean, or I can answer it on YouTube. Next, Sylvia wants to know, may I ask you, is there a chance for me to find love this year? Thank you very much for your help. God bless you. God bless you too, Sylvia. Yes, there is a chance. Sylvia, can you scan to the bottom? Not scan to the bottom. Can you put in the chat if you're still here? And if you're still here, Sylvia, where do you live? What state? I just want to know what state you're in. And then, Sylvia, I'm also going to tell you, yes, there is a chance you could meet someone this year for a love relationship or a love type of relationship. I live in Spain. I love that. I want to come. I want to come to Spain. I think Spain would be amazing to visit. Yes. So, okay. So, Sylvia, I'm going to tell you two things. If you don't mind popping your age in, please give me your age, and I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you something. There's the potential for 2 or 3 people, for you to meet 2 or 3 people this within a year's period of time, meaning 24 to 25. I'm guessing you're 51. Good. I love that. The person you're going to meet is a little bit more mature than you. Don't let that turn you off. Don't let it turn you off. The person you're meant to be with in 24. Yeah, in 24. And I feel like, Sylvia, this might come in. I'm going to do it month by month. Not April, May, June, July, August. That's what I was getting. I just wanted to double down and see if it could come in earlier than August. But August, I feel like this person is a little bit more mature in years than you, has a few more years on you, which is good. Listen, I know 50-year-olds still acting like 18-year-olds that haven't passed 16 years old. Still repeating that first 16-year-old relationship. Age doesn't always do it, but in this case, it does for this particular person. I feel like this person may be 53, 54, in a couple years more than you. This person's going to come in August. They're mature. I feel like they run a business. They have a business, something with business. They run a business, or have a business, something with business. And they are successful, but you're not going to know it right away. Now, you're going to meet between, depending on how active you are, Sylvia, it's like you're going to have a Venus moment where Venus is shining on you and all the boys are like, oh, Sylvia, let me date you. And it's going to be in a very short period of time that this is going to happen. And again, I feel like it's a Venus moment or something. And there's going to be between 2 and 4 people approaching you at one time, and these people are going to all want to, can I get your number? Can I get your number? Can I take you out? I'm going to say this, don't base it on what your initial thoughts of the person who you think is the best looking, who you think is the wealthiest, who you think, because there are 2 frauds, a con and a purpose. I've never put it that way before. 2 of them are complete frauds, meaning maybe married, maybe other people, maybe whatever. One is a con artist, and one is there on purpose, with a purpose, for a purpose of a long-term relationship. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to. Sometimes it's what they don't say. Sometimes they can say all the right things, and they're just talking, but they're not walking. They're just talking up. They know how to talk. Sometimes it's the person who doesn't say things emphatically. It's the person who's very subtly stated that you need to pay attention to. They're not running a game. They're not trying to convince you. They're not love bombing you. They're just, they're not trying to sell themselves to you, because if you want them, you want them. Sometimes when people are trying to sell themselves to you, it's because they have an agenda or whatever. Whoever this person is, you won't know how successful they are until after they're sure about you and your intentions. Okay. But they're a good, it's a good partner. I do feel like, are they a widow? Are they divorced? They may be divorced, not separated, completely divorced, paperwork to prove it. They've got receipts, paperwork, everything. I feel like they want a long-term relationship also. At least one of the people is going to be telling you they're single, and they are not. Early morning and late night calls, fix that right away. If somebody's not single and they're claiming to be single, that spontaneous, like 5 a.m. call, if you're up at that time, or that spontaneous 10 p.m. call. What? You can't talk? What? Why? Who's there? What's up? So you're going to know, though. Sometimes we want to follow that chemistry. I urge you to follow the more peaceful, common sense type of thing. Okay, Sylvia, I hope that's helpful for you. Thank you so much for your question. I love you guys so stinking much. We're coming near the end. Okay, 58 minutes. For the sake of the show that runs an hour on TV, we are going to start closing out, and we are going to close out the way I've been closing out. Which is with, hey, BG, sorry I didn't get to you today. I'll be back Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm here every Monday and Wednesday. Now, we're going to close out with a clearing that we all have a safe and prosperous week. We're going to clear that to a yes. We're going to pull anything stopping, blocking, interfering that. I love you all so much. I will see you Wednesday at 7 p.m.